Alright friends, we're back up at the barn and we're going to look at some trees and talk about the seasons a little bit. So, let's see if you can see this tree. Miss Hunter will tell us about it.
Alright, so this is an apple tree, and you see these are the leaves right here, and these are the branches. And if you look up top, you can see some apples up there, some red ones right over there inside the tree. See those up in there? Some apples, and they're still growing. But everywhere there's an apple growing, there once was a flower, because the flowers are the beginning stages of an apple. And you see all these on the ground? See the apples on the ground? This is a Jonathan apple tree. And all these apples on the ground have already gotten ripe and have fallen from the tree. And now the bees and the other animals are going to enjoy those apples on the ground.
Like those chickens that were eating the apples.
Yeah. So if you look over here, we have, there's a board. And if you start with this one,
We're going to go backwards.
Yep. So this is the apple tree in the fall. And remember, we had our end of the summer picnic because it was the last day of summer. Monday and Tuesday is when fall starts. And this is what an apple tree looks like in the fall. The apples are ripe and ready to be picked. The leaves are they're still green and they're turning different colors, and they're getting ready to fall too. And you can see the apples on the ground. But before that happened, it was summer. We just finished the summer season, and in the summer, the apples were growing, and the sunshine would warm the apples, and the trees would grow and grow and grow, and the apples would get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, before summer, it was spring. And in the springtime, because the apple trees lose their leaves in the winter, they have to grow back. And when the leaves are growing back, they also have blooms. And remember what I told you, everywhere there's a bloom, there's going to be a baby apple to grow. And in the springtime, the blooms are pink and white, and they're so pretty.
What's that white box, Miss Hunter?
Ooh, these are the bees. Now the bees really help the apple trees to grow, because each one of these bees go to those flowers and they drink the nectar from the flower, but they get pollen and it sticks on the back of their legs. And so they take that pollen to another flower, and then that helps another apple to grow. So these bees are very important to an apple farm and to all farmers, because they help the plants grow. All right? Now in the wintertime, this is an apple tree in the winter. And if you notice, there's no leaves, there's no flowers, and there's no apples, because the apple tree is resting. It's dormant. And so it just sits there. It's not dead, it's just resting. It's like it's taking a long winter nap. Just like these animals are under the ground. They're hibernating, and the tree takes a break over the winter, and it rests so it can do all that work throughout the rest of the year.
So you got winter, spring, summer, and then fall is down there at the end.
And what season is it starting? It's going to be the season of fall. Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go check out the apples in the barn.
Ooh.
We got to put our masks on.
Yep, sorry, yep. You gotta.
We look like bandits, don't we?
That's right. We're bad.
Come on. No, we're not, Miss Hunter. All right.
I'm teasing.
Come on, LMA. All right, so in the barn, they already pick a bunch of apples, so you can come and just get a bag of apples. So right here, oh, look at these. Miss Hunter, have you ever heard this kind? Look, it's called Candy Crisp. Woo, look at those. They're yellow, greenish yellow. Look at that. And let's see what's over here.
Here's some red ones.
There's red apples. These are called Ida Reds. There's LMA. Okay. But they don't just have apples. Look, look at these. These are not apples. These are tomatoes. That looks yummy. All right, and over here.
LMA said that these pears are rough. When she was feeling them, She said they're bumpy. They're bumpy. Didn't you, LMA?
She was using her senses, her sense of touch.
Yep, her sense of
These are pears. They look kind of like apples, but they're pears.
What color are they?
I don't know. What do you describe that? Brown? They're brown. All right, let's see what else they got. Elma, put them down, okay? They're bumpy.
All right, come on, let's go over here.
So, in the barn, you can get apple cider slushies, and we're going to have some donuts in a minute. So, look, all around the barn. This is where you come and buy your apples. And look, here's some more. Some more green apples. Yep. These are really yummy. These are the Honeycrisp apples that everybody loves.
I don't want these.
You don't like these? Wow. Lots and lots of apples. All right, Miss Hunter, what are we doing now?
Right. So let's go right over here to this poster real quick.
This is perfect. Look at this. I wish I could flip it, but I can't. All right. So, tell us about it, Miss Hunter.
All right, how an apple grows. So, sorry, Ellen.
Watch out, babe.
Oh, you're gonna sit here. All right, sit down.
Don't get us in trouble.
I know, right? Sit right here. So, in the winter, remember me telling you that the apple tree is bare, it has nothing on it, and that's resting? But inside the branch, the parts of the leaves and the flowers are already there, and they're going to be little buds. And then in the spring, those little buds open up, and a flower opens, and it's the beginning of an apple. And there's that bee I was telling you about.
It's very important.
It's very important for that bee to go and pollinate those apples. The apple flower can only be fertilized by the pollen from a different apple tree. So bees are like the busy workers that take the nectar from the apple blossoms and pollinate the other trees. And then the petals fall off of the flower right here, and this, underneath the petal, this is a baby apple. This is where the apple starts to grow from, okay? And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the leaves make sugar. Did you know that the leaves make sugar and feed the apple sugar? That's what makes them so sweet. All they eat
I
is
like sugar.
Yeah, what if you could only eat sugar? And they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Look, do you see right here? That's where the flower once was. So if you take an apple, come here, let me show you.
Hold on. We gotta get the little one.
I can bring it to you.
Oh.
So if you see right here, this is where the flower used to be, right here. And this is underneath the flower, and this is the stem that held it onto the branch. So this is where the flower used to be, and this is the stem that held it onto the branch. And then in the fall, the apples use that, during the summer they use the sunlight to grow, and it helps them it keeps them warm, and then they fall in the fall, and they turn different colors. They can turn red, yellow, and green. And then that's when you can eat them, because that's when they'll be ripe. So that's pretty cool that this is where the flower used to be, and this is where it used to be hooked to the tree. Pretty cool?
Yeah.
I think so.
Alrighty. Where are we going next?
Let's go get donuts! Yay!